Good afternoon, my dear students. I'm teaching class 12th, chapter number 6, Molecular Basis of Inheritance. We have started off with Human Genome Project. We have seen the goals, the benefits, and the methodologies of Human Genome Project. Now we will be learning about how to do the sequence of the human genome or sequencing of genome. So what is the first step? First step is to isolate all that or the total DNA content in the cell. We will be isolating it and we will be dividing into random fragments into smaller pieces. Then what we will do, we will clone these fragments in a suitable vector like bacteria and yeast, and with specialized vectors known as BAC and YAC, that is bacterial artificial chromosome and yeast artificial chromosome. Then we will see after this cloning what happens. There is amplification of the DNA fragments. This amplification helps in the sequencing of these DNA sequence, and which uses automated DNA sequencers. And these automated DNA sequencers, they work on the principle given by the scientist Frederick Sanger. So he was the one who has started off with this, the sequencing of genome. Then arranged on the basis of these some overlapping regions, what we do, we arrange the overlapping regions in the human genome. We try to overlap these DNA sequences. After this, the alignment of these sequences which require specialized computerized program. Here this field bioinformatics come into action. Then once these are used or aligned using these highly specialized computer program, what happens, these sequences are annotated and assigned to each chromosome. How this assignment is done? The assignment of the genetic and physical map on the genome is a very challenging task. So how it is fulfilled? We are generating the information which is based on polymorphism of restriction endonuclease recognition sites and certain repetitive DNA molecules which are known as microsatellites. What we do, we sequence each and every chromosome, then we align it over each other, then we look which DNA sequences are repeated. So let us write one by one what we have said. We are isolating the total DNA present in the cell, and then what we are doing, we are producing random fragments of DNA we are producing. Okay, then what we are doing, we are cloning. Okay, we are cloning these fragments, we are cloning the fragments, okay, by using certain specialized vectors known as BAC and YAC. What it is? BAC is bacterial artificial chromosome. Bacterial artificial chromosome. Same way, what is YAC? YAC is yeast artificial chromosome. Then what we do, cloning leads to the amplification of these fragments. So what will happen? Amplification of DNA takes place, or fragments takes place. Amplification of DNA takes place, which helps in the DNA sequencing. The fourth step in this is DNA fragments are sequenced using annotated DNA sequences. They are using annotated DNA sequences. Okay. Then the fifth step is what we are doing. We are arranging these as the basis of some overlapping regions present in them. So what we are doing, we are overlapping these DNA sequences. Overlapping these sequences. Once we overlap these sequences, what we do, we require special automated computer programs which help in the alignment of the DNA. What we do, we align these alignment of these sequences. We are doing using what? Using automated computer programs. Then these sequences are annotated and assigned. They are assigned a region in a chromosome. They are assigned a region in the chromosome. So that means we are overlapping the sequences and we are finding out which DNA sequence is repetitively being done. And the last process is we are like for the genetic and the physical makeup of the genome, what we do, we generate these using an info. What it is, the info is based on the polymorphism of restriction endonuclease. This is a enzyme which cuts the DNA at particular sites. That sites are recognition sites, and with help of certain repetitive DNA. So because in our human genome certain DNA sequences, they are repeatedly occurring, so these are known as repetitive DNA and they are known as microsatellite. So students, all these 8 processes are very important. Please go through it line by line. Learn the terminologies being used in the sequencing of genome. It is very important for the exam point of view. In the next lecture, we will be studying about salient features of the human genome. Till that time, please go through each and every line from your NCERT. So stay at home, study thoroughly. Thanks.